Hello everybody. I am Great Entertainer, and I'm here to entertain all of you. Yeah! Now, before you click off the video because of my weird intro, I would like to entertain you with a great story time. I found on Reddit this story, so let me continue it. Many months later. Oh yeah, there will be a part 1, so I'll leave that part 1's link on the description. Many months later, Amber and I are happily married. Wedding was beautiful and in a sunny Los Angeles, LA. Amber's parents and mine and our families all attended. We had a pregnant honeymoon in France. We now have a son, Ritelio. I'm closing in on earning on my AA information in technology. I've been promoted to Madrid at the restaurant. I now have health benefits for my wife and son. We live in a studio apartment, at least it's a cute studio. And it's enough for now. Amber stays at home with the baby. But she also teaches online English and French courses and for a private school. So even thought she's blacklisted for teaching in the public K-12 district. She can still teach. And teaching is her passion. More months pass and I got my first job in it. Troubleshooting in IT, troubleshooting computer for a small company downtown. I make double than what I used to make in a restaurant, and my employee has a problem where I can finish my BA while I work, and will subsidize me 50% for free. And the other 50% will dock from my pay in a small monthly installments. Sounds like an amazing deal. And I take it. We moved to a bigger apartment. Amber is making her awesome contribution on both the mother and our finances with her tutoring. We're planning for her to eventually go back to school for her graduate degrees, so she can finally fulfill her dream to teach her in college. Oh, more good news. OP. So, let me actually make a girly voice. Oh, more good news. I'm pregnant again. Life is sweet. Ha ha ha. So while everything's going awesome, one day I get a text from Mom. She was at the local school board meeting with her neighbors regarding a bill proposal to hire more teachers. Apparently, over the past few years, the population has grown and the high school needed to expand, so it's a two-horse town now, Mom says. While she was at the meeting, my mom ran into Jerry's mom, Jerry, the bassist for my old man. And that I quit once I got into a serious relationship with Albert. My mom has never met Jerry or his mom, or at least in a way that she connected them to me. The reason was I never brought Jerry around the house is because for a couple of years Jerry was my water supplier. ... Yeah, just water. Nothing weird, nothing out of the ordinary. My water supplier. He had to hook us up for anything you wanted. Well, what does all this do with everything? My mom doesn't know Jerry's mom, but she hears her and some other lady talking about me and Amber, my mom. Heard them saying that Jerry had been the one to tell everyone about Amber, and me supposedly spending another confidentially. I had lost touch with Jerry all these years. I had stopped playing music a long time ago, when I knew he resented all the time I was spending with my, and I quote, chick It's the same, because he used to be such a good friend of mine. It sucked that he was behind getting my now wife, and then mother and my child, and soon to be children fired from her career. And Jerry's mom was a teacher at Amber's former school of employment. It became a joke of ours that his mom had such a huge stick up her regarding prim and proper behavior, and she was a goody two-shoes teacher who shit didn't stink. And yet her kid Jerry, a student at her school, is basically the biggest water dealer in town. Also looking back, I know he had a crush on Amber too. So he probably always resented that I got to be in a relationship with her, while he don't. Okay, maybe it's because she knows quality. You jerk. Yeah, you jerk. I have quality. Oh yeah, by the way, this story is not mine. It's Reddit's. Yeah, some random guy wrote it. I was interested to learn why Jerry's mom was now on the school board, and I didn't tell Amber about all this right away. I just asked her to tell me what she remembered about Mrs. Jerry's mom. She told me that Jerry's mom was always really mean to her, and often one of the main instigators is getting everyone else, the adults on campus, to exclude her from the teacher's social activities. It's one of the main reasons why Amber didn't make friends with the other teachers. Amber tells me that the male teachers tended to be nice at her at first, but female teachers overwhelmingly despised her before even they knew her. Jerry's mom, Amber, told me that also the teacher she knows who started a petition not to renew the contract after even a second year at school. And this was the first I heard about it. Evidently, only a few female teachers signed the petition, but the petition was placed in Amber's permanent file as evidence that the staff lacked confidence at her. They were basically setting her up to be fired even though she was doing a good job teaching. And the students like her. Well, I'm more Kali than Loa these days, but I still keep in touch with a few kids now grown up I knew at school, including Gabe the drummer from our old band. From what I hear, Jerry manages a better joint that I used to work at, because the old guy who owns it retired. Well, I have a social media account, but only use it to contact people in emergencies. I never update anything. My profile is practically blank online, and I'm not one of those kids who checks it daily or uploads a pic in my lunch. I didn't even post about marrying or having kids or moving to LA. I told the people that mattered directly. Jerry was still my friend on social media, even though we stopped talking ages ago. So I clicked on his profile. Yep, he definitely matched to my old place of deployment. I clicked on his friends and my family's profiles and recognized his mom, my old hair student teacher. She was on the school board now, sanctimonious as ever. I think I mentioned before that I came from a small town, and in a small town there often isn't anything for bored kids to do than just dumb stunts and drink water. Yeah, definitely water. And for the biggest loser kids of all, our group that included me, we were dumb enough to record ourselves partying and talking shit and doing the aforementioned water. Yeah, it's water. That's exactly what my band used to do all the time. Exactly what. Whenever we had a show, we'd go around tapping ourselves using our cell phones. We'd take videos of us rocking out, skating, drinking beer, drinking water in the vacant lot, and take video of us getting hydrated. We'd also take to the camera. I haven't thought of about the old recordings in years, but I'll never erase them from my old phones. I'm the kind of guy who hoards his old cell phones, not because I think they'll increase in value, or that they find them especially interesting, but I kind of think of them as like file cabinets of my past, because I don't erase anything. Aside from my phone numbers, I don't really transfer data from one phone to its successor, easy as it would be. My current boss knows I used to do water, and they don't care. In it, I'm told everyone used to get lit, and many still do. Okay? I asked my wife offhand if her new job knows about what happened to our old town. She says yeah, but they don't care about any of that. They only care about what the teacher's expert level conversational friends. That's what their clients, many of them traveling professionals, demand. Many of the co-workers that she tells me had real felonies on their records, but her employer was a firm believer in rehabilitation. What the hell is that? Copactic, C-O-P-A-C-T-I-C, whatever it is. So, I check some of my old videos and I find what I need. I have no trouble finding videos of Jerry getting hydrated as a mother tracker, yeah. He's tracking mothers. That's like practically every video. And in practically every video, he brags about how his parents know his doggy and a dealer and want to ship him off to the army and make him a man out of him. The video I actually really want is, nope, it's not on this phone. Maybe the LG? Nope. Just more of Jerry relogging on ecstasy and rave, and he snuck out of state at 11th grade. Maybe my old Galaxy. Bingo! Yeah, it wasn't his old Galaxy. Jerry talks about how his mom knows all about his drugs use and sometimes even smokes with herself, with his dad, and oh, how they caught him with cocaine, with Coca-Cola, yeah, once, and yelled at him, and his dad kicked his ass, whatever. When then Jerry came home the next day from school to find his mom, his mom was coked out on the kitchen table, and she had called in sick that day. The video was time-stamped. I think that will do. I still don't tell Albert. It would only upset her in her condition. But I asked my mom to contact it info all over people that are on this little town school board. I already know the school's basic email address, and I graduated not that long ago, and most of the administrators are still mid-career at my former high school. I still have their emails. I make a throwaway email account and I attach all the relevant videos to it. Then send it to everyone that matters in town. All the teachers, the administrators, even from the elementary middle schools, the church, the pizza place, the burger joint owner, the roller rink boss, you name it, they got the files. Sir, we did it. Okay, man, that's cringy. Whatever. So, the files where Jerry exposes himself as a coked out and drug dealer. He, with his mom having full knowledge of the fact, and her husband even indulging in the water themselves. The next day, Amber asks me, while she's feeding our son, "Honey, why are you so happy?" I tell her, and she starts crying. "No, I'm sad," she assures me. "I'm so happy you did this for me." Wait a minute. I tell her, and she starts crying. "No, I'm sad," she assures me. "I'm so happy you did this for me." Wait a minute. She first says, "No, I'm sad," and then she assures me, "I'm just so happy you did this for me." Okay, I'm kind of confused, whatever. Then, me, Amber, Richelieu, and our Boone, in the oven, go for a walk outside, 'cause it's a nice day. Still need a haircut, not getting one. Ha! What the hell? Anti-haircut person. Death to all the people that want me to get a haircut, whatever. Do I even need to say that what happened afterwards? Well, you do. All this ancient history shouldn't matter, but in a small town, it's devastating. The videos are just of Jerry talking trash. Who knows if he's been trailing the truth? Doesn't matter in a small town, ghosting because gospel. Kind of like how people believe the number and okay. And I were around before I turned 18. Even though that was 0% true, they ran us out of town on a rail. My parents had to endure the fallout of my disgrace when I left town years ago with that French tramp, as all the little boozy bottles these have done my life. Mom and Dad made their peace with it, and have numbed themselves to the slurs, and always stood up for us. They are good, and in a small town in America. Jerry got fired from his job. Police searched his house, that is to say, his mom's house, and found a lot of water, not D-R-U, yeah? Water. Evidently, when the rumors went flying that Mrs. Jenny's mom had the drug-dealing hoson, kids busted for drugs at high school caved under pressure to admit who hooked them up. Oopsie, she was telling the truth. Jail for you, ... His mom was summarily dismissed from her job, along with all her appropriate, blacklisting her for being a drug abusing, child engaging, endangering, fraud committing, public official entails. My mom wasn't clear on the details, but there's a possibility. That her husband might face jail time too. It came out that Jerry's dad had been cheating on his wife for years with a woman from the church. Jerry's whole family are persona non grata. They wanna leave town, but can't pending court case. Until then, they'll just be hated for her face. I'll hate them from across the country. Small town, everyone knows everyone. Or at least their business. Which means sooner or later, word will slip. People will drop its confidential card and figure out what it was responsible for for a family's downfall. Jerry, you listening? Good. Come at me, bro. Okay. So he's even challenging him. Come at me. Yeah, I can kill you. I don't know actually. So yeah, that's it for the video. Let me actually show you this. Yeah, you didn't expect it. Yeah, I always have this display capture over here. Yeah. But that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. There's gonna be a link for the first video I've made in the description if you want to watch it. And I'll see you in another video. I'm also gonna be making gaming videos, so yeah. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye!